Once it was accepted that women should have access to all higher education, it was just a matter of time when we had the first candidates. As it happens, the first two came in medicine, with Johanne Glio, one of them. Hers was a rather uneventful career, but that could not be said about the following. Nielsine Nielsen wanted to be a gynecologist. However, the only professor in gynecology in Denmark did not want to accept women as his equal. As a consequence, he refused to have anything to do with the female students. So Nielsine did what Florence Nightingale had done. She took her education abroad. Unfortunately, her diploma was not accepted by the Danish authorities, so she could not call herself a gynecologist, only a general practitioner. This experience made her engage herself in gender politics for the rest of her life. The next faculty to be opened was that of natural sciences, and the woman to do it was Thyra Eibe. She graduated with mathematics as a major and spent the rest of her career teaching math at various Copenhagen schools. Ironically, the two streets flanking her home has since been renamed after murdered men. When Julie Arnholdt became the chairman of DKS, the press wanted to write that she was the first female engineer. She had to correct them that she was in fact the third, but the engineers, true to their nature, didn't make a fuss about it. The first two women to graduate from the engineering academy was in fact Betty Meyer and Agnes Nielsen. Although they had the same goals, they came from the opposite ends of the social ladder. Betty Meyer came from the higher bourgeoisie, rich parents, which meant that she was able to study full-time from home, seen here. Agnes had to obtain a scholarship from DKS to even start studying. They did have one thing in common though, they both lost their mother when they were young. Already a notoriety before she even began at university, Anne-Sophie Hude would have been included on this video regardless of whether her academics were any good. In fact, it was pretty good because she became the first female doctorate in Denmark. But that was not really what made her a hero among women. No, that could be related to an earlier incident. Taking advantage of an amenity in Copenhagen, she was assailed by the doctor of the house, and when she rebuffed him, he raped her. She planned revenge and shot him out in the street. He survived, but they were both jailed, and when it came out that he had actually started the affair, for fear of his reputation, he committed suicide in jail, and she got off with only a few months. Absolutely not as colorful a career as Anne-Sophie Hude, we have Inge Lehmann. She was our first female seismologist and made an international name for herself. She was the one that proved that the inner core of the Earth is in fact fluid. The last of the academics that I will mention is Sounder. I had to make a compromise here because it was either breaking in or showing the wrong building. The building I wanted to show was the one beyond the backyard of this building, but it's fenced off. Sounder became the first female lawyer who had the right to represent at the High Court. Her specialty was divorce proceedings, and she originally had her office at the DKS building before she moved here.